Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospect, and welcome to another episode of Gold Panning Fever, episode number 148. And let me catch up on chat really quickly before I pop it out. HD Shovelette, thank you for being here and being an early mod. I appreciate it. Fever Dreams Gold, that's who we're going to be panning out today. Thank you for joining the chat. That used to be Troubled One, used to be his YouTube name. He probably still has a YouTube name. This is just his other account. Alexander, thank you for joining the show. Mentally Corrupted, how's it going? Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Who else we got? Pitbull Prospecting, PA Patriot. How's it going, PA? Thanks for being here. Rocky Mountain Prospector, Mark Sheldon, JP Ones and more. Stephen LeBlanc, Dib Dibberson, Scrapyard Prospecting. How's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Anyone I miss, I apologize. Brian Phillips, thank you for being here. I'm kind of going backwards through this. Chat floods really quickly as soon as you open. PB Preston, how's it going, brother? Thank you for joining the show. Clay L, Dave B, Jason G, how's it going? Thanks everyone for being here. I appreciate it. Nightbot, thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here. Dean Olson, Sherwood Prospecting, what's up? A long time no see. How's it been? How you been doing? How's all the kids? Let me pop out chat really quick. Hopefully everyone's enjoying this nice influx of cold weather we're getting, because I am not. My basement got cold again. All right, there we go. Oh, do you live in Claremont County? That's where the gold rush started. You should go look for John Allen's mine. He supposedly dug a really deep mine. I was doing some research before I taught Nightbot this. Rocky Mountain Prospector, how's it going? Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Wanda, thank you for being here. No, I've been PA. I was thinking about it yesterday. I was laying down and I didn't feel like doing anything. I was like, man, I should get up and go do my campaign poster start, because I never post on Facebook. I just don't like posting on Facebook too much. I mean, I post on my Miller Prospecting channel on Facebook every once in a while with the videos I put out. I don't even think I've done that in a couple weeks. But on my normal Facebook account, I almost never post, probably once a year. And I was like, it'll just give me something to do. Just start posting random Miller for President stuff. But I didn't do it. And I haven't made up the banners or anything yet. I have them all in my mind, though. I did cook them all up. All Things Country, how's it going? Appreciate you being here. Joey Brown, appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Ortiz, thank you for being here and being a mod. I appreciate you, brother. No, all right. So yeah, today we're gonna be. This is Gold Fever Dreams. Now this is not going to be a review. I will tell you what I think of the dirt and stuff like that. But I bought this one. He knew I was buying this one because I told him I wanted to buy one. I didn't go through eBay or a secret shop or anything like that because it was kind of rushed. Because last live show, he asked me if I'd give away this bag. So I said, yeah, I'd be more than happy to give away a bag of Paydirt. I love giving away stuff. And I didn't want to give it away while I was reviewing somebody else or doing somebody else's stuff on here. So I was like, let me just buy a bag as well so I can pan a bag out, give a bag away. So not only are we going to be giving away this bag, this bag right here. This is the bag we're giving away. This one has 1 gram of gold in it, 1+ grams of gold in it. And then we'll also still be giving away one spot for this, the Miller Prospecting Paydirt, that will be going up in a few weeks. We're going to be giving away spot number, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Spot number 7. I don't know why I have this. I have it written down where there's like 15 spots. There's not 115, there's 10. So yeah. Yeah, this is spot number 7. I'll have to redo this thing. A3 Sky Warrior, how's it going? Alan and Annette Jackson, thank you for being here. The one and only. And anyone I miss, I apologize. Hopefully everyone's doing good. Shelf gold, that's it. Yeah. And I wasn't sure. This almost didn't make it here because I have to have the Paydirt in my hand on Mondays before I will post the live info. And this showed up just on Monday. It got lost in the mail. It didn't get lost. It went from Ohio down to me. Then it went back up to Ohio. Then it went to Tennessee. Then it came over here. So it tried to get on your shelf, HD. It went over to Tennessee. Yeah. Donna, thank you for being here. Appreciate you being a mod. Weez and Geezer TV, thank you for being here and being a mod. Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate everyone who joins me on these live shows, especially my mods, because, they got to keep y'all in control. So I appreciate all y'all being here. And we're not going to have a very long show tonight because Flash in Your Pan has one of my favorite people in the world on it, and that's Julie from Banshee Mining. She's going to be on his show today. So normally I overrun Flash's show, and I normally don't mind. But every once in a while, he has someone really good on his show that I don't want to keep people away from. I know we can all watch replays, and I'm sure some people will be watching my replay while they're watching his live show. But we're not going to be too long on this show. I want people to be able to go over there and at least be on the tail end of her show and say hi to her and stuff like that. So, Culver Prospecting, how's it going? Appreciate you being here. Yeah, it's sadly, it's something to do with our hub. The Evansville hub, I think, is just, ever since COVID, when, even during COVID, post office wasn't bad, but it was late in COVID after Christmas. When COVID Christmas hit, that was just, everybody was shopping online. Nobody was going to stores. Everyone was mailing stuff. And I think what happened is ours just got so overwhelmed that now they have where if they get X number of packages, they just reroute them back to come back a second time in a later truck, just because it's easier. If you can only handle 10,000 parcels and 20,000 show up, you just tell 10,000 of them, put those back on the truck, send them back, and they'll come back around, and they hope that they slow down the following week. So, which is essentially what happened, That does not sound good, All Things Country. It doesn't sound good reading that. I make some bad food every once in a while, so but oh. Yeah, I love Banshee Mining. I think, like I said it the last week or week before that, she does more for this community than anybody. I think it was 2 weeks ago we panned out some Banshee Mining. So just a wonderful person, does so much for the community and other channels and a lot of smaller channels, which is important. She's always at the gold shows promoting all these small channels, which is awesome because then it gets them some, views and stuff like that. So Fickle Brick Prospecting, how's it going? Thank you for joining this show. Appreciate it. So last Saturday, I didn't post a video. I kind of took the weekend off. I've been trying to, got some other things going on in the works that have nothing to do with the YouTube channel. Some of you know, kid stuff, family stuff, health stuff. So lots of other things going on, unfortunately. So I'm trying to cut back when I can on the channel. But next month, April, it's just going to be booked. I've got so much stuff going on in April. I think a lot of people will enjoy April's Paydirts and stuff like that. So, well, I'm hoping at least. So, but for right now, we're going to go pan some of this out. Again, this is from Fever Dreams Gold. And if anyone, here, I'll just type it. If you type in, did I not type it? Nope, I didn't type it. There you go. Nightbot will put a link up if anyone wants to know. If they want to see this. I think he said he doesn't have much in stock. And, normally I wouldn't promote somebody, but he is a Patreon member. And I haven't reviewed this any, but I've seen his prices. And, he's only got one bag up there. I think, what did you say? You have 2 bags on eBay. So, but just so you know who it's going through, I don't mark Sheldon. I'm sure someone will be more than happy to post the info up here. I'm guessing you're talking about Freedom Fest. Need some sleep. Everyone needs sleep. I used to take naps during the day, but I kind of got out of that. And so, but I think I need to go back to taking daily naps. So, well, all right, let's flash up the, let's put up the panning cam. I'm going to shrink down the ugly mug, and we're going to start panning this stuff out. So, I don't remember, let me see, this is New Mexico material. So, this isn't from Ohio, this is New Mexico material. And the bag we're giving away, which one is that one? I got two notes here, and I got to make sure I keep them apart. And this is Georgia River Gravels. So the one we're giving away is Georgia River Gravels. You should just use Ohio material, brother. You should. That would be my first gripe already. If you want an honest review, use your own material. That was one of the things that, you know, I always think if you're in an area, even if it doesn't have that much gold, get your own material. I mean, you know, we all know if you're buying Paydirt, you know 99.9% of any gold you find in a bag of Paydirt did not come from that area in most cases. It's going to be gold that you bought from somebody else. So you might as well just use the material that you're close to. And I mean, if you get some from somewhere else by going out and prospecting, yeah, that's fine. But I think the main source of your material should be Ohio. But that's just my little thing. Donna, see, I saw you. I didn't shrink down the stuff. I saw you getting ready to type that in, Donna. But thank you very much. I really appreciate it, Donna. Always way too kind to me. Yeah, Can Do Veteran Grease Monkey. That's it. I was having a brain fart. Thank you, PA. Oh no, Weezin. Needs more steak. I love Gold Nugget Man. I really like the Gold Nugget Man. I'm not a huge fan of his new buy 12, get one free thing. I just see that ending before you get to 12. Then it'll be a nightmare if he forgets or something. So, but all right, let's shrink down the ugly mug. I appreciate it, Donna. I'm particular on where the dirt and gold comes. Well, I love GNS too. And I will say, when GNS first started, all his material from all his Paydirts, he had, I think, 5 or 6 Paydirts. They were all the exact same material. And it wasn't until people complained that he started branching out and getting material in from different places. And I really do like that, you know. And it's just, if you look at his old Paydirts, his original Paydirts, they were all stuff from his area. And so I think that's what everyone should start with, is stuff from their area. But all right, let's shrink down the ugly mug so we can start panning this stuff out before I talk too much. So, shrink down the ugly mug, get to the pan. No pan in the water, but it's getting there. Let's move some stuff around. Move my microphone, put some gloves on. All right, here's the pan. See, there you go. And for the dirt, let's open up the dirt. And give me a second if I miss anything in chat. I apologize. Well, I'm setting stuff up. I can never see chat. There we go. Get up my chat. Yes, Culver, you do have all color. That's why I didn't complain, Culver, because you had that stuff. You know, I understand if stuff's like close by, you know, like if you're in one state or like near a property line and it's close. But, you know, it's just like somebody from Alaska selling, you know, New Mexico Paydirt. It doesn't make sense. You're right there. Just did 2 Culver bags. I like the Culver Paydirt. I really liked it. All right, let's open up this one. Now, I will say the bag does not have a sticker or anything on it, but the stickers, would you say they arrived today? No. Let's dump out this material. Some dark material, that's for sure. All right, Alan. And Annette, I appreciate you popping in and thanking. CJ Hayes, how's it going? Yeah, see, like Pitbull, that's what I mean. Like, if you're close to somewhere, I think people should work it. It's just, I think it just reminds me too much when you see, like, somebody, in, California selling, New England Paydirt. It just makes me think of all the sellers, because a lot of eBay sellers are actually in Florida. I think probably half of all eBay sellers that sell Paydirt are in Florida. I don't know what reason that is, but it always seems like a lot of times when you see a really bad eBay seller and you look where they're at, they're in Florida and they're like, oh yeah, I was just up in Alaska and I brought back 500 tons of, dirt. And they didn't. So it just always makes me think of that when I see somebody, that's in an area that technically has gold and yet their material isn't. So that's my one gripe so far. But, this isn't a review really. Package total, how's it going? Appreciate you lurking. Yeah, so definitely got a lot of, while it's dark, it does look like it's got a lot of shiny stuff in it that's not gold. A lot of fairy dust, but we'll see when we start panning it. JV Rockhound, how's it going? We're going to start out small just so I can see. I can be honest, I think except for like Australian Paydirt, which is something that's, very unique and something that's hard to get. I think the vast majority of people who buy Paydirt, where it's from is low on their list as opposed to the ROI. Now I could be wrong because I am just me and I'm just a buyer, but I think some people will buy a Paydirt just because it's from somewhere where they're not used to buying. So they might say, like, oh, I've never panned New Mexico, so they'll buy something from that. But I think the vast majority of people, it's more about the ROI. Because I probably somebody that sold more Paydirt than anybody else, golden Paydirt. I don't think anybody's like, oh man, I got to go try some of that out because that's from Virginia. But this is just my 2 cents. It's your business. You sell stuff how you want. As long as the ROI is good, I'm happy. That's like a minor complaint. And if you notice, if you've ever seen any of my reviews, I never talk about that or if I do bring it up, it doesn't change the score or anything else like that. That's just something that's just personal, and you can always do all three. I think, I know you were saying you were thinking about a website and stuff like that. If you decide to do this as a business, just put 3 up, Hey, David, how's it going? Yeah. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday, I will have a video up about that Paydirt. Well, the ROI is king because, you can pretty much get Paydirt from everywhere now. There's nobody selling some type of Paydirt that nobody else can get. It's not like somebody's like, oh, I have, the only Paydirt that's allowed to be sold from, Colorado. because, you know, there's some law that states only one person can sell Paydirt out of it. So, I mean, there's probably at least a dozen Paydirt sellers for every single area, you know, except for places that don't have gold, you know. No, I mean, I always, and I say it in my videos, I always do like trying out new Paydirts, but, you know, I can't think of off the top of my head. I could tell you somebody that's selling from most of the states, but Ohio, there's probably not a lot, you know. So that would be something unique. That it'd be a Paydirt from, you know, Ohio, and Ohio does have gold. So hey, Junkers, thank you for joining the show. I appreciate it. DB Prospecting, thank you for joining the show. Chris W. Anyone I miss, I apologize, but thank you for joining the show. J&B Rock County. They have some sellers that definitely improved. You're lucky to get in the hobby nowadays as opposed to years ago. Yeah. There are a lot of sellers where you can get in easily over 80% ROI. And there's a lot that are even higher than that. So doesn't have as many sparkles as it looks like. I mean, you can't tell because I can see it, but you can't from the camera. The camera's not that good. But the water does shimmer. It does have that shimmery, like, crushed material from mica or something. But it's not really in the dirt too much, so. Yeah, eBay is death. The only time you sell on eBay, and I always tell people this, and there's some sellers that don't do it, and I don't know why. Um, eBay is a great marketing tool. So what you do, and anyone that has a website that sells Paydirt, I highly, highly suggest you put Paydirt up on eBay, but not for sale. So what you do, some people like me, when I search for Paydirt on eBay, I typically go highest to lowest. And then I'll go back and check from lowest to highest. I look both ways when I sort them because I want to see who's selling the highest stuff. I want to see who's selling the cheapest stuff, you know, in between. So let's say if you typically sell a 1 gram bag of Paydirt on your website for $90 shipped, put it on eBay and you list it for, say, $150 shipped. And then you just put in the description, you make sure you put a picture too of a bag of Paydirt with your website address on it. And you say lower prices on my website. Now you don't have to state the website because eBay might ban you if you have, you know, like millerprospecting.com in your description. But if every single picture has millerprospecting.com in really big letters on it, they can figure it out pretty quickly where your website is. And then a lot of people will go to your website and say, wow, that $150 bag he has on eBay is selling for $90. Now, they'll still get those people that will still buy the $150 bag because, you know, they want that eBay warranty. But after that, they'll start buying it all off of your website. So, and it's free advertising. It costs you nothing unless it sells, and you're charging so much more. You know, you know, you're making an extra $40 profit by overcharging somebody. So, yeah. I sell on eBay, so yeah, I don't sell Paydirt, but I do sell stuff on eBay. So, you just have to be, you know, very frugal with it. I have no idea. What was that red rock? I didn't see it. I'll go. I have to look for it in my tailings. Here, we can pull it out. I don't think we did too much. So let me see. It might not have been a red rock. It might have just been the camera. Yeah, just a red rock. Grabbing tacos. That's awesome. A3, did he really? I doubt that. Does he even still have a Patreon? I'd be so surprised if that man still has a Patreon. That's a shame. Because hasn't put a video out. He's put like one video out this year. I mean, what are they supporting him for? I saw. Now we're starting to see some gold. I tried the link but got lost. What? Does it not work? Let me check. Oh, I don't know. Maybe that was a hidden link. Yeah, I think he's put up 2 this year for geocaching. But the thing is, he's on vacation. He's just geocaching while he's on vacation. I'm all for if people want to have Patreon pages or something like that, but you're supporting somebody to do something. Now if this Patreon says, hey, support me while I go on vacations around the world, then, all the power to them. But. And hey, Gregory Littleton, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. I don't think Fever Dreams Gold has a channel. He just started that name, I think, today, just so people know it's him in the chat. Yeah. I agree. eBay has gone downhill, but that's because eBay keeps being sold, and that's the problem. Every time you sell a company, that company has to make all that money back, and the only way they can make that money back is by fleecing people, you know? HD. Oh, that sounds good, brother. You don't want to mail me any of that, huh? Coming out swinging, how's it going? Some chunkier gold here. What? Nice bit of fine gold, too. Some really fine gold. I don't know how good y'all can see it. This stuff wanting to float. This is definitely floater gold. So, Redman, how's it going? I haven't heard back from Ollie. I talked to her the other day. She said Monday she was going to be shipping out my packages, but I have not heard from her since. But I know they could be wrapping stuff up. You know. But I'll let you know, Redman. As soon as I know, you'll know. I'll either message you on Patreon or somewhere. And when it shows up, I'll just ship it out. I'm not going to complain. Free stuff, you know. Yeah, like I said, I think everyone should, if they want a Patreon page, all the more welcome to have Patreon pages. But I haven't looked at Clash's in a while. It's probably like over a year or something since I looked at his. But I know it used to say that it was so he would do videos. And he really doesn't do that anymore. So, and there's nothing wrong with that. The man is living the best life he can right now. That's more power to him. But, you know, I might have to. I'm curious. I might have to go look at his Patreon page later. Yeah, I don't know if it'll let you. Fever Dreams Gold, it might just block it and not show it. If you post it and it doesn't and it's just hidden, my mods can approve it, but How close are you to 500 subs? If anyone is not already a subscriber of J&V Rockhounding, go over to his channel. If you click the little hamburger menu next to his name, it should take you to his channel. Just go over there really quickly and subscribe. And in fact, I don't think I am a subscriber, J&V. I can't remember seeing any of your stuff recently. Let me go see. Nope. See, I wasn't subscribed, so now I am. So now you're at what? 351, 149 to go. So yeah, if you're not already a subscriber of JNV and Rockhounding, go over there, check out his channel, subscribe to him. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. Well, I mean, unless, you're pushing buttons cost money. Man, what is up, Jason? How'd you almost forget, brother? Way too kind, brother. Way too kind. I appreciate that. You still had like 11 days left. It was no rush. I was going to cut you off, though. I was really close. I was telling everybody right before in chat. I was like, ugh. I might have to cut off Flower Gold Wizard. I bet you're looking forward to some warmer weather. Now, that's a good thing, busy. Well, it depends. Is it busy work or is it busy finding gold? Work, that's not so much fun. But finding gold, if you're busy doing that, that's fun. All things country, that's awesome. And again, if anyone hasn't subscribed to anyone that's posting in chat, just go click that little hamburger menu, go to their channel really quickly. I'm not doing anything, I'm just panning. You can not see panning for a couple seconds. And go over there and just subscribe to everyone's channel. It doesn't cost you anything, and most people really appreciate you if you subscribe to their channel, especially if they're under 1,000 subscribers. I think it's most people's goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers. So make someone's dream possible. Go over there and subscribe to everybody. And that's awesome, Jason. It's always good to be busy. Time does go by quicker when you're busy. But sometimes it goes by too quickly, you almost forget to keep up with your Patreon. And I'm just teasing, brother. I'm just teasing. I always appreciate you being a secret Patreon member anytime you are, brother. Steven Schwant, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. And anyone, if I missed you in the show, I apologize. I appreciate you coming and watching me pan out some material, yip yap my mouth a whole bunch, and then having to look at my ugly mug later. There we go. Everyone go over to subscribe to Alan Curie. How many people we have watching tonight? Like 50? We have 59 people. That's 59 people go over to Alan Curie's channel. Then that means he's at 59 right there. So, and Alan, how's it going, brother? I have one video on here and I posted it years ago. You'd be amazed at how many people have that. You'll go and you'll see something and you'll be like, oh, let me go check out and see their channel. And you go look and they have like one video from like 10 years ago and it's like a birthday party. And they're not even in the video. They're just like at some park or something. Everything out of my mouth is yip yap. That's awesome coming out swinging. Yeah, Jason, my daughter moves next year. I'm so not looking forward to it. And she's actually moving about 3 hours away, so that makes it even worse. If she was just getting her first apartment and it was like 15 minutes away, where I could be, you know, a hop, skip, and a jump over there. But 3 hours away, not looking forward to it. Yeah. So I definitely feel you on that one. That's just not. And I used to be one of those people that was always like, man, when my kids turn 18, they're getting out the house. But the more time you actually spend with them, you start actually liking them, and you're like, oh, you kind of don't want them to move after a while. Now, there is a point, they start hitting their 40s and 50s, nah, you got to go. But. Yeah. I'm not a fan of that. It seems like most of his videos since like the middle of last year have just been afterthought videos, and I don't. If you have enough money, if you're making enough money off of, your Paydirt and your old videos, I just wouldn't be, having a Patreon. But that's just me personally. If you no longer need your YouTube channel to make money and you're making all your money off of other things, why have Patreon? I mean, like, really, how much money can be taking in? I think he's only got like probably 15 members, you know? Yeah, I don't know. That's just me, though. Everyone's entitled to do what they want, so. Oh, Fort Wayne. Yeah. Yeah, that's actually one of the places right that my daughter's thinking about going is Fort Wayne, Indy, Fort Wayne, St. Louis, somewhere in Kentucky. Gary, yeah, you won't find anything in here. Oh, this is a nice little piece. Not hefty. It's a really thin one. It's a little flatty, but it will make a little bit of noise. Yeah, you definitely won't find anything on my floor. I'm pretty cautious. And my table is 2 feet wide, so when I spill stuff in the middle. Now I will tell you a funny story. So I got some gold in. I guess it was like about 2 months ago, and it was all flour gold. And when the package came in, I brought it upstairs, and it was just a dollar value. I forget the amount. I think it was supposed to be like a half ounce of flour gold. And I got it in, and I brought it upstairs. I was upstairs, and I weighed it up, and I put it in those little black boats I have. And I said, well, let me bring it downstairs and put it in a vial. And I even told myself, no, go get a vial, bring it upstairs, or you're going to spill it. And nope, I decided to go and try and walk down the steps. And, halfway down the steps, I just felt the motion that I was just about to spill it. And I did a little bitty trip, and I see some gold go flying up in the air, and I thought, oh no, I just spilled 15 grams of flour gold on my basement floor. And I had weighed it up before, and it was like 16 grams. I came down the basement, I weighed what was left, and it was 15 grams. I said, well, I paid for 15, I'll lose a gram on my basement floor. So if you want to come clean my basement floor where my cat's litter goes flying and cat fur for a gram of fine gold, you're welcome to it. But it's probably not there. The cat probably licked it up and ate it. Hmm. 2 hours away. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to see her more than that. I told her once a month, family dinner on her, at least. So, maybe more often. Yeah, I typically have to buy gold every once in a while, probably like every 6 months, just for Patreon and stuff. Because a lot of times, just when you're panning stuff out, for whatever reason, you'll start just get a whole bunch of gold in every classification but one. And it just, when I do my Patreon Paydirt, I always want to have everything equal. So I want people to find gold in every classification. And for whatever reason, I always just seem to like not have enough in one. Usually though, it's the like minus 20 plus 40. That's usually the one I don't ever have a lot of gold in. So yeah, I used to drop vials a lot. So now my in my studio is actually carpeted. So because I got tired of I drop a vial, then have to like sit there and sweep it all up and blow out all the dust. So yeah, expensive cat. Well, it was only a gram, so I was like, and this was when gold was $60. So this is before that drastic change to 70. And it probably wasn't even a gram, probably like 3/4 of a gram, but it was my own stupidity. I deserve to lose that for that. One of these days, the next person that buys this house will find it and think, oh, Lord. Ray Russo, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. That's one of the reasons I don't use snuffer bottles. They're just a disaster. Everything. You slam them in your thing trying to empty them and can't get the gold out. And, yeah. Well, I have I still use glass vials because I really don't like the plastic ones, but now I use these things, like where the gold vials go in them. I don't think too many people have them anymore, but so that's my testing gold when I use my 100 pieces of gold. Yeah, the vial vault. They used to have a really cool one. Let me see if I can find it. It's I mean it would probably still break if you dropped it, but they have these big ones that they hold I think 5 ounces. So it's a really big bottle and a little sleeve. The sleeves, I don't know what the bottles are for, but these are actually for batteries. For a certain type of battery. And I've dropped this a few times and it's never broken. I typically keep these because I keep a lot of silver in them and stuff. But I always thought those were cool. I haven't seen those for sale anyway. You'll see the vial vaults every once in a while on eBay and stuff, but those big ones I've never seen too much. I got those a long time ago. Well, my vial vault is never full. I just like to keep it because I classify everything down to 4 sizes, so I keep my gold in 4 sizes. I don't think there's ever been a point where my vial vault has been full. I don't even think it's ever been full where it would weigh up to an ounce, really. So, yeah, none of my vials are ever full. Well, unless I'm like holding it for somebody else. There has been a time or two where I've panned out stuff for somebody, and then sent it back to them. So the gold went into a vial. It just wasn't my vial, unfortunately. I think there's a couple videos of people that got the gold out of gold sugar, but it's just gold flake. So Yeah, I never liked Goldschlager, even when I used to drink. Even though I will say I used to drink a lot of Jägermeister, and I mean a lot of Jägermeister. And that stuff is not good either. There used to be a certain shot I used to drink. I don't. It was Goldschlager and something else. I don't remember what, but those were typically the spinning days. You know, where everything was spinning by the end of the night. Lots of heavies. I didn't weigh up the bag. What was this? I guess it was about a pound, maybe a little bit less than a pound. There's a lot of heavies in here. Yeah, Goldschlager is just nasty stuff. Man. A lot of this stuff though is just sold to people. You know, it's for the effect of the bottle. When I used to work at when I used to be a beverage guy at a restaurant in California, whenever we would do private parties, because it was a country club. There was a country club I was working at in California, and it was really beautiful views that it had. So people would book weddings and stuff there. And some of the times they would, you know, you'd have to go with them and explain, like, what do you want for booze? What do you want for this? What wines do you want? And the wines would always be typical. Like they might say, oh, they want a nice cab or a nice Chardonnay or something, you know, like different things, and maybe expensive ones for the, you know, the bride and groom. But then for the after party, there would always be that one alcohol that they'd want, like Goldschlager or something else. Just, and it was like, oh, really? And I remember there was this one party. It wasn't a wedding. It was just a giant party. Oh, and I cannot remember what they wanted. It was something. It was one of those fancy type drinks that looks cool, like, you know, like I want to say it was a type of Hennessy almost. I don't remember what it was. Stuff was nasty tasting, but I remember they said they had to have 4 cases of it, which would have been, you know, I think it was like 100 people. It'd have been like almost everyone drinking a half a bottle, and I was like, oh. They ended up after the party, you know, we had to keep calling them because there was 3 unopened cases, and the one case that we did open, only 1 bottle was missing. And then they argued with us that they shouldn't have to pay for it. It's like, nobody is going to drink this ever. mm. Yeah. Yeah, they do a they do a wine tour in St. Louis. I haven't been on it. I don't drink anymore. But yeah, I used to go do a lot of wine stuff when I was in California. And yeah, they're very pretentious people. I always enjoyed hanging out with the wine reps though. You know, that was my thing. Was yeah, I'll listen to you. You're gonna get me drunk all day though. When all the wine reps would come in. Me and the head chef, we had 3 days a week. We would schedule the wine reps to come. We had 3 different wine reps that we worked with. We'd schedule them, each one of them on a different day every week. They had to come every week if they wanted our business and show us all the new wines that we would never buy. mm. Fever dreams gold. Breakout in felonies. Scotch straight. Yeah. I used to drink, my main drink used to be vodka. I liked vodka. But, oh no. There we go. There you go. Mess it all up, Dylan. This is what I get for panning chunky gold. Huh. I need a pan that looks like that. Yeah, sadly, they don't make them anymore. Really sadly. Someone could probably make I mean, if you were going to make a gold pan, I know everybody's always coming out with these brand new gold pans. You're like, oh, look at my gold pan, does this, gold does it. Just make these gold pans. They used to sell them for $5, so you know they're profitable. And these things work. All you have to do is figure out which kind of plastic is and make them. But I'm down. I've got 6 left. 6 of these blue pans left, and that's it. I mean, they last me a while, so I figure if they last me 3 years, 4 years each, I'm good till I, can't pan anymore. Yeah, I do have some black ones. I have about 10 of the black ones. I use those for my classifying because I don't like panning in black pans because you can't really see the black sands. So I have about 10 of the black ones, and I think I have like 6 of the blue ones. I think I actually have more of the black ones. I think I have like 12 or something of the black ones. But I just use those for classifying and to store dirt in and stuff like that. But I remember I found, to get these pans in the 12, I found a company in California that had like some old 80s website. And I just so happened to find, like, it wasn't even listed as a gold pan. It was listed as blue. They were just listed as blue, black, and green. And that was the only description. And I don't remember how I found them, but I found them. I emailed them, and I was like, "Do you have these, or are they the new ones?" And they said, "Well, we don't know. They couldn't, they had no idea what they had." So I said, "Well, I'll buy them all. How many do you have?" And they had 100 pans. And I made a deal. I paid $3 per pan, so I bought all 100 of them for $300. And I think 30 of them were these good pans. And then I gave some away, sold some, and then I sold off all the other pans. We did not add members black sands. We got a good bit of black sands. Bag's not too bad. I mean, there's black sands and there's black sands that don't move. And that's the problem. Just because, it's the same thing as just with any type of sand or material. It's kind of what it's shaped like, and how it's going to move. So these are moving pretty easily, I mean, I'm not working too hard and everything's kind of gone, so. I know, that's my dream pan, the Golden Boy Gold pan. Oh, I wanted one of those so bad. And it's funny because when I first started my channel, when I first started this YouTube channel, my original thought was I was going to do like one review a month of Paydirt, and then I was going to do a lot of pan reviews because I really was fascinated with gold pans. It's like, because there's just so many and so many different types and stuff like that. And I thought, man, I really love them. And I found a picture of that gold boy, and I was like, oh, I got to have this one. And I just could never find it. And I think that kind of took the wind out of my sails about reviewing pans. That and the fact that, since everyone pans different, it's a little hard to, justify a review for a pan. But one of these days I will get one, and it will be on my wall. So. You got one of the bad pans. I still do have a pile of pans that one of these days I might have to. Maybe I'll start using them on live shows or something. I mean, most of them I had for years and years, and I still haven't ever even washed them. They're still. Hey, TM, how's it going? Yeah. Yeah, they have the one person that sells like the green, like they're the weird looking green pans. And I think they used to sell them for like 10 for $20, and they're not bad. They're not bad pans. I bought one of those things. I don't think you would find any gold with them any better than anything else. But they weren't this type of plastic to make them for good for finishing. Pimp my pan. Well, there we go. I think that's about as good as I'm going to get it for now. Nice pile of gold. It was guaranteed a gram. I did buy this from him. He knows it was to me, so I'm not going to review this. I'm not going to weigh up the gold. He told me it was a gram. So it looks like a gram to me. Yeah, the light green ones, yeah. They're okay pans. I use them just for essentially storing stuff. I was going to use them originally for classifying, but I got a whole bunch of these instead, so, I'm used to these. And I like that these bend. The problem with those green ones is they're not flexible. And that's what makes these pans so good about being finishing pans is they're really cheap plastic. So they're very flexible plastic, so they scrape and they scratch really good and get lots of fine stuff in them. So, but all right, there we go. It's ugly mug time. If one of my mods wants to drop the hidden link, or all my mods want to drop the hidden link so people can start leaving some comments. Yeah, the green pans aren't bad. The only thing I don't like about them is they're not flexible. And a lot of times when I'm doing stuff, like I bend my pan in half to pour it into the next classifier, things like that. So that's why I just went back to these old SE pans. But all right, let's shrink down the ugly mug. Shrink down the pretty gold so we can look at the ugly mug. What's going on? Why is my Streamlabs moving? That's not what I'm trying to move. There we go. We'll get it right. There we go. Let me pop out chat. There we go. All my mods dropped the link. There you go. Multiple instances. Make sure you go and leave a comment in the hidden link that was posted by every one of my mods or one mod multiple times. Because we're going to be giving away two things today. First, we're going to give away this. This will be the first prize we give away, which will be this 1 gram bag of Paydirt. And that's from Fever Dreams Gold, and this is his Georgia Paydirt. So this is his Georgia Paydirt with 1 gram of gold in it. If you want to see more about his Paydirt, I will type this in. So if you want to see more about this Paydirt, just go to that eBay account that Nightbot's going to drop up. So we're going to give that away, that 1 gram bag, to someone that's in live chat that left a comment. And then the other one is we'll be giving away 1 spot for my future drawing, spot number 7. Now, as always, YouTube and its affiliates have nothing to do with this giveaway. It's 100% by me for everyone here that puts up with my ugly mug watching my live shows. And also, if I pull your name, you must post something in the live chat before the end of the show. Otherwise, you lose your spot. And that includes that bag. If for whatever reason the person whose name I pulled isn't here and I pull this for this 1 gram bag of Paydirt from Fever Dreams Gold, then we'll just try again next week. And we'll try to give it away next week. So make sure you're here. If you leave a comment, make sure you're here, especially for these good ones. So Garrett, that raccoon didn't like you at all. That raccoon was like, I'm going to teach him a lesson. Yeah, I love blue pans. I used to, when I first started my channel, used to use a green pan. It was what I was kind of like, how I started panning. I started on a green pan, and I always loved a green pan. And I actually switched to blue because of these pans. These SE pans, because I couldn't find any more green ones, and I found some blue ones, and I found like 2 of the blue ones. The green ones used to scratch up and turn white after so many uses, and I didn't like that. And I found some blue ones, and I was like, well, I guess I'll use the blue one. And then I tried the blue pan, the Martin 4 stage prospecting that I used before that, and I liked it. I just like the way gold shows up better on blue. But everyone's different. It's something to do with everyone's eyes. We'll see gold differently on a different color. It'll just make it so. That's why some people do really good with pink pans. Some people do really good with red pans. Some people have no problem with black pans. Me, my eyes just aren't good enough. I'm getting old. Where with a black pan, I just can't see the black sands on them. So, mm. Wheeze and Geezer, you're on a roll tonight. Thank you very much, brother. Appreciate it. No, you did not miss it. I don't know what you were waiting for, but no, you didn't miss it. So we got about 5 minutes. We'll pull a name, then I'll go over to Flash in Your Pans channel. Well, I might not be there for a few minutes. I got to go eat first, but then go over there, say hi to Banshee. I like the green. I mean, I will use either one, the green or the blue. I just over preferences over the years, I think I'm just used to blue now, because I did go back not too long ago, like a month ago, my blue pants had stuff in it, and I was like, oh, I got a green one, I'll use that. And it just didn't work for me. So I can't see gold in a pink pan. Yeah, I tried a pink pan and I hated it. I actually hated the pink pan. The pink pan was the worst. I just couldn't deal with looking at pink the whole time. And not that I don't like the color pink. I wear a lot of pink shirts, but it was just too bright in my eyes. I was just like, oh no, I need something more, I want the brightest thing to be in my pan to be the gold. So yeah, I love my 10-inch Martin pan. The Martin pan is my favorite pan. Eventually, when I do run out of cleaning pans, I'll just use my 4-stage. I do like it for cleaning fine gold. It's just not optimal. It takes longer. So, but yeah, either green or blue, I think, are the best two colors for Paydirt, A dark green, huh? Yeah. I mean, that's what I said. A lot of people are just going to get their preferences. My main preferences is how it feels in my hand. Like I've said before, I really like the Martin pan just because it's got rounded edges. And I do a lot of panning, and I can't stand that a lot of pans nowadays just have a sharp edge, and just, no. I don't want something cutting into my hand all day when I'm panning, so. Beerman, how's it going, brother? Yeah, and what lights you use the same. When I used to pan with a green pan, I used to use a headlight. I kind of gave up on that, though. After a while, I got tired of wearing a headlamp on my head. So, but then that's when I used to pan a lot of, what was that? Washington Beach Mining, WashingtonBeachMining.com. I don't know if their website's still open, but they used to sell really, really fine gold. It was horrible ROIs, 30%, but it was probably the hardest Paydirt at the time to buy. And so I would just sit there with my green pan and my headlight on and pan it all the time. I want to pan an old car hub. You can pan in anything, so anything will work. It's just how the main thing really with panning is controlling the water. And if something really sucks, like if you have a pan that's just horrible, like I've tried some pans that were just really, really glassy, like they were just too smooth. And even if that was after scouring them up, you just have to make the water move slower. That's all. If the water's too turbulent, if it's moving too fast, it'll just push the gold aside. So if I pick you, give it to Donna. Well, if I pick you, you got to say something in chat. So be back quick. We've got like 3 or 4 minutes before we pull the name. So we'll just talk about other stuff. On Saturday, I should have a video out coming Saturday, and I say should because I'm having the hardest time shooting this video. It's not a Paydirt review. It's a non-review video, and those tend to be the hardest for me to shoot because there's more talking in them, and I flub a lot when I talk, so, I get frustrated and I stop shooting and I give up for the day. But then next Tuesday, we will be panning something out. I don't even know what I'm panning out next Tuesday. I don't know. Maybe I have a bag of Gold Bay. Maybe I think it's the Gold Bay. Maybe that's what we're doing. I don't remember. But I will be panning something out next Tuesday. I have video Saturday, then the following Saturday, I do have a review coming out, a bigger review. So Snowing again and below zero. Yeah, cold front hit here as well. It was like 70 last week, and then now it's in the 30s and 20s again. I'm over it. So, you know. Aqua Donkey Prospecting has it going. Wake Up Idiots has it going. Well, wake up, idiots, now. Don't wake up tomorrow. Wake up now. Best methods of breaking in a new pan, dirt. That's it, dirt. Just pour some dirt in it, rub it around with your hand. Well, the first thing you want to do is wash it and get all the oils off. Some detergent, soap, something like that. Just wash it with a sponge. I mean, get in all the nooks and crannies. You know, if it's like this and it's got a lot of, ripples and stuff, just soap and water just to get out the oil, because they do use oil to pull them out of the presses, so they don't stick to the press. Then after that, I just fill it with dirt and just rub the dirt around in it. That's what it's going to be doing all the time. Just put some dry dirt, wet dirt in it and just rub it around. It'll scratch it up. TM. Yeah, I used to use those, but then, like you said, they just got too hard. So now I use LEDs. Fluorescent lights are horrible. I can't stand fluorescent lights. Fluorescent lights are the worst to pan with. But I did have to switch to LED. I was using, for the longest time, my old studio, I used to have big studio lights with the regular bulbs. But the bulbs were so expensive for it, and I would always hit them, bump them, and break the bulbs, or they would just break because they were, and they tended to get too hot too. So, yeah, I had to switch to LEDs, but now I have 4 LED setups. I don't use the front one anymore, though. I turned that one off. It's too bright on my face. Y'all don't need to look at my ugly mug in higher def, Oh no, I'm never gonna be a Hoosier. I'm never. It's so funny. So I like the city I live in. People, I say names of streets, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is, this street, and they're like, what? And they just stare at me, and they can't figure out what street, and I'm like, and then they'll tell me the proper pronunciation. I'm like, look, you come down to Louisiana, and you'll mispronounce every street in Louisiana too. So, I'm always going to be from Louisiana. I will retire back to Louisiana one day when my kids are so old that they don't want to be seeing me anymore. I'll go find a house on a bayou somewhere and wrestle with the alligators all day. Robert, that's not a bad idea. There's a lot of stuff on the shelf. I need more stuff, though. I was looking at it the other day, and I was like, I need more stuff up here, you know. But I need bigger stuff, like bigger stuff to put behind the train so you can still see it behind the train. More Paydirts. Most of these Paydirts, almost every one of them, there's some that I need to get rid of up here. I just, some of these people I consider my friends and stuff like that, so I have their Paydirts up here. But most of these Paydirts are Paydirts that you can't either buy anymore or there's something special to me. So, like Vendetta's Paydirt, even though you can still buy Vendetta Paydirt, for a while you couldn't because he did close down. But this is the only one I've seen that it came in a cloth bag, and I've got an affinity for cloth bags. I really like them. Spider Ace Prospecting, the last lynch mining, which I have to thank Stephen LeBlanc for getting that. He actually fell down and hurt himself digging in his closet to get me that. So, as bad as Lynch was, the way they closed, and I'm really not a huge fan of that. They were a big company that really helped grow the gold panning hobby. So, and then a lot of these other ones are just people. Carson Prospecting, HD Shovelhead, great people. Ozark, Banshee, who we're going to go watch Banshee after this. So, lots of great people, And it's typically, I try not to put anyone on my shelf that's currently selling Paydirt too much. So, unless it's something special, like I said, the Vendetta, that's a special bag. So, but I probably should put more pans and stuff up there. This is my favorite bat pan, the bat pan. One of these days I'll have to shoot a video using it. So that's actually my favorite pan I've ever used. So not the easiest pan to work. It'd be much better in the field. So. Yeah, and the Tommy Knockers bag. Tommy Knockers, yeah. Yeah, that's what, anytime a lot of these bags, what happens is with the Tommy Knockers included, this bag, the Tommy Knockers was actually sitting over here on the side. I was going to use it for one of my live shows. And I had bought it from him to do on a future live show, and it sat on that shelf for probably a year. And then he closed, and now he's no longer selling Paydirt. His website's closed. And I pull it from that shelf and put it on this shelf just because it's the honor. I always liked Tommy Knockers gold. Now, obviously, I'm not going to put up like golden Paydirt if he goes out of business. Well, maybe I will just to celebrate. But, there's some bad Paydirts out there that will never get up on the shelf. But I always enjoyed Tommy Knockers. He was a really nice guy, and he had some good Paydirt, so. So you doing a show. Maybe one of these days I will do a video about everything that's on here. I'm always looking for more stuff to add too. So there's a lot of little big things on here that, have some value, to me anyway. But all right, let's shrink down. We got to get rid of the gold cam. That was some awesome gold. And Troublesome, I will send you an email about what I thought about your Paydirt. But here, let's say bye-bye to the pan and cam. And now we're going to have to shrink down the ugly mug so we can do a giveaway. Again, 2 giveaways. Yeah, I'm going to do it just so. Last chance to go and put a comment on a hidden link. I just posted the hidden link, and now Nightbot has just posted it. So make sure you go and leave a comment. And as always, you must post something in the live chat if I pull your name, or you lose your prize. And the first drawing we're going to do is going to be for this 1 gram bag of Paydirt. So make sure you get that from Fever Dreams Gold. 1 gram Georgia Paydirt. And then the second prize will be a spot for my future giveaway for my 1 gram golden Paydirt. Let me go pull some links, things like that really quickly. Make sure all the comments are going through. Pork chops. Someone commented pork chops. You know who you are. There, we got the link. There we go. So let's shrink down the ugly mug one more time. Do this giveaway. Oh, gotta shrink down my ugly mug a little bit more. Is Greavy Gold Hunter here? How's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. I have someone that keeps hounding me every month. Somebody has been trying to buy that train from me every month. So every month somebody has been trying to get me to sell them that train. I keep telling them no, and then they keep offering me crazy prices. I'm like, I could just go buy the train, ship it to you, and I'd still have one on my shelf, but then they would know. So, but all right, let's shrink down. Oh yeah, Miller Prospecting, newest review. Culver Prospecting just got up there, the Rattlesnake Gulch bag. And if you notice, top 10, Culver Prospecting. I moved Yukon Alley down to number 11 where she was originally. But I do need to update this list again, though. I was looking at some of these sellers in the top 10, and some of them updated their prices. So I need to go back through them and check them out now that gold's really going crazy. I need to go and check them out. Make sure they deserve their spot. So I was just planning to do a video on 2 of those people in my top 10, a battle between them, and one of them significantly raised their prices. So, but all right, we're going to be pulling 2 names. Anything goes. First name I pull, you will win the 1 gram bag of Paydirt from Fever Dreams Gold. I will ship that to you. You will need to email me, though, so I can get your address. But let's go. You must post something in live chat if I pull your name. 59 comments. Let's pick a winner. Good luck to everyone. Aqua Donkey Prospecting. Congratulations, brother. So, Aqua, I need you to post something in live chat, and then I also need you to send me your email me with your address so I can send this off to you. But Aqua Donkey Prospecting just won this. And now we're going to pull another name for a chance in the future giveaway of that. You're just winning one spot for this. So let's pick another winner. Wheezin' Geezer. I want to welcome all the new people to the channel by accepting this goss. So Wheezin', you finally got your name pulled on here. Wheezin' always has the best comments on here. 100%. I always go back and look for Wheezin's comments. So Wheezin', congratulations. You do have to post something in live chat. And since Wheezin' is a Patreon member, he can still win more spots because this was spot number 7. We still got 3 more to go. So congratulations, Wheezin'. And now back to the Miller's Prospecting. Make sure you always check out, much easier to find my stuff. YouTube hates me. They don't like to categorize my videos anymore on YouTube. Makes it hard to search for my videos on YouTube. You can always go to my website. Everything is in order, very neat and tidy. So, but, all right. Full-size ugly mug while I go and check sure and make sure that Aqua posted and Wheezin'. I don't know if Wheezin's here or not, though. I do see Aqua posted. I know Wheezin' posted. Feel like a princess. Your dog feels like a princess. Hey, treat her. So congratulations to both of you. So let me type up. Aqua, just email me. I just posted my email in chat. Make sure you email me your address so I can send this off to you and I will get it out to you. Maybe not tomorrow, but the next day. I'll try to get it out tomorrow if you email me tonight. So, and thank you very much. And thanks everyone for joining the live show. I appreciate it. Again, Saturday, I should have a video out Saturday. It won't be a review, but it's a very important video, I think. Oh no, I'm knocking my microphone around. It should be an important video, I think, for an upcoming video that I'm putting out. But then Tuesday, we're going to be back. Tuesday, we're going to be panning out some more stuff. I don't know what we're panning out next Tuesday. I always have it listed upstairs on my computer. I need to start listing it on my downstairs computer. I was rooting for you, Wheezin'. I'm always rooting for you. So, like I said, there's some people that leave good, really good comments, because I go back and read some of the comments on the hidden videos sometimes, because I like some of the ones that people make some funny comments in them. And I always want to see them win so that then their comments will be seen. So, you know, if you just post hi in the comments, I'm not rooting for you. If you post something really good in the comments, I'm rooting for you. It doesn't always work because, you know, the random thing just picks the random people, but, you know, you can't make it up. Yep. And yeah. And as soon as I end this channel, as soon as I end this video, everybody should just be taken right over to Flash in Your Pan. And make sure you go over there and say hi to Banshee. But before you leave here, if you see somebody in chat that you're not subscribed to, make sure you go subscribe to them. Everyone needs subscribers. It doesn't cost you anything. You don't even have to watch their videos if you don't like them. But, you know, you can just add them to your list of ever-growing people you support by subscribing to them. So. And thank you, Donna. Thank you for being, I appreciate you so much, Donna. I really appreciate you. And I appreciate all my mods. And I appreciate everyone who comes and puts up with my ugly mug to watch me do these live shows. The email didn't show up for you. It's just Dylan at Miller Prospecting. Dylan at millerprospecting.com. Or you can just go to millerprospecting.com and go to the contact page. It's a little like, it'll be on the left-hand side, the little icons as Facebook and, you know, icon, there's an email icon. So, yeah, just email me. And if you email me tonight, I'll get this out to you tomorrow. I'll mail it out tomorrow. You know, I'll even throw in a Miller Prospecting sticker if I remember. I got to look for see where they're at. I haven't given one away in a while. So, but yeah, after this, Saturday, we'll have a video next Tuesday. I'm not going to do a results video tomorrow because, again, I purchased this and, you know, this was just something one-off so I could give a bag away. And thank you very much for letting me give away some of your nice, shiny gold, Fever's Dream Gold. I appreciate it. Always like giving away other people's stuff. But as soon as I end this stream, we will all go over to Flash in Your Pan and say hi to Banshee. I'm going to pop in and say hi really quickly, then go eat and try and come back before the show ends over there. But I'm out of here. I hope everyone has a great week. I hopefully will see you all Saturday, and if not, next Tuesday, where we pan something else out. But I'm out of here. I'm going to go over to Flash in Your Pan and say hi to Banshee. So thanks everyone for joining me. I really appreciate it. And hopefully we'll see you all next Tuesday.